Okay, my name is Claudia, and I've lived in Tuolumne County since I was 21 years of age, which was just yesterday, of course. And I have always had a pool in the past, but I have recently built this new home and wanted to incorporate a pool in my plans.
Awesome.
Well, I chose this area specifically because as you age, you need more level ground. And living in the hills, that's sometimes a little more difficult to find. So when I found this piece of property through the help of my realtor, I fell in love with it. And the layout just was perfect for a lap pool. So that's why I proceeded to purchase the lot and start the process. My first idea was a lap pool always, as I'm a swimmer, and that is the exercise I have chosen to utilize as I age. And I've been attending the gym regularly, and I thought it would be very nice to have it at my home and be convenient, and I can swim whenever I want it. Oh, my biggest concern was, unfortunately, I had to down a lot of trees in order to accommodate the pool. But my concern was the finances, to be honest with you. It was a concern. You know, I'm no spring chicken, so spending all this money for myself was a little frustrating, but I decided I was worth it. Well, I actually looked around, and I have had two friends that have had Liquid FX build their pools, and they were very satisfied. I don't think any project goes without specific problems or encounters a little hiccup in the road, as it did building the house, but they reassured me that they worked it out very nicely and everything was perfect in the end.
How many other companies did you talk to?
Two.
Awesome. So what made Liquid FX stand out in your eyes?
Well, I think the history of having some people that I know and that I trust that were satisfied. I think that was important rather than just calling some company out of Modesto and getting a price. The history, the reputation. Well, I wanted to make sure it was done right with as few problems as possible. I certainly had my challenges with building, and being a single person makes that a little bit more difficult to manage by myself. So I needed to have someone I could trust and that would respond appropriately. The pool was great. It was wonderful. I didn't have any expectations from a time frame, and we started at the end of fall, early December, so I knew it would probably take longer just because of the weather up here. Fortunately, the weather this year has been moderately mild, so it is going to be perfect timing for the summer. There were a lot of things to pick out, which surprised me, and trying to coordinate that. I usually can tell when it's done whether I like it or not, but trying to pick things out with having it done on paper or pictures, that was difficult. Of all the buildings subs in building my house, they were absolutely the most responsive.
Was there a moment where you felt like this is really happening?
Now. When I'm ready to turn on the burners and get it warmed up.
But you haven't had a chance to put a toe in there just yet.
Not yet. It's a little too cold for me.
Excited about that, I'm sure.
I'm very excited. Even bought a new swimsuit. I think it went well. I think it went better than I expected. Although I've never built a pool from ground up, so to speak, it really went very smoothly. I had prepared in the building process of my house for the pool, so there was a lot of things already in place like the electrical sub-panel and all of those things, which they consulted with me during the building process, which was helpful. When I saw the finished pool, I was delighted. I was a little concerned about the color, but as it's matured and the color is setting, it's even gotten prettier and more sparkly, so to speak.
What's your favorite feature in your pool today?
My mosaics. I love the turtle swimming in the bottom of the pool and a crab on the bench for my granddaughter. That was a little extra, had not expected that, but when Liquid FX sent me down to Sacramento to actually look at samples of tile, I ran into these, and of course I suggested it and they said no problem. It's a center focus for me, absolutely, and will be with my family and friends. And it's just delightful to come out here and sit and have my coffee in the morning, and at night it's just really relaxing.
So this is a lifestyle change for you.
Absolutely. I will be canceling my gym membership and just plan to spend my time here and enjoy the efforts to accommodate the pool.
So what do your kids and family think about your pool, or what do you think they're going to enjoy most?
Well, initially they told me, Mom, you have no business building a pool at your age. And so I didn't tell them. I actually waited till the pool was almost finished, and they came up at Christmas time, and they walked in and they said, we knew it, but good for you, Mom. I think you'll enjoy it. So they were very supportive.
So this means a lot to your whole family.
Absolutely. I think family time is extremely important. I enjoy the times, and I've got grandkids from 5 to 18, and so this pool will accommodate a lot of fun family interaction.
What would you say to someone thinking about building a pool?
Well, I would say get a budget and try and get it balanced ahead of time, even giving yourself a little extra monies for the extras that come up. For example, my mosaics. So just so that you're not shocked at the end. I would recommend Liquid FX for several reasons. One of which, their reputation, their quality building, and their responsiveness, period. I'm dictating here, but they've just been very responsive, and I think that's important, especially when you encounter such a large project as building a pool. My experience with FX was beyond my expectations. I'm extremely delighted.